guys, my name's Tran and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. And in this lesson I'll be teaching you how to play a crazy little thing called Love by Queen. Now in this video I'm going to teach you how to play the rhythm, but I'm also going to teach you how to play the solo in the song as well, which is a lot of fun. Now for the basics you'll just need your guitar in standard tuning and you won't need a capo. Now if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out GZ2H Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Now the guitar I'm playing in this video today is a Cole Clark Fat Lady 2. If you want to find out more, there's a link in the description below. Alright, so let's start with the intro, and it's just based around a D chord. Now the strumming pattern for this is going to go down, up, down, up. Now one thing to note is that this song has a swing feel to it. So basically the down beats are going to be held a little longer than the up beats. So if I was to count the beat, it would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Notice how those numbers that I'm counting out are longer than the end. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's a sort of swing feel that you want to get into for this song. So together with the D chord in that strumming pattern, it will sound like this. Down, up, down, up. Now there's one little thing we need to add to the D chord. And on the second down strum, we basically need to take our pinky finger and put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So it's a D sus4. And then after that, we lift it. So down, up, down, up. So now we get to the verse and it's really easy. There's just 2 lines of chords here. We'll start with the D chord. And again, we're going to use that strumming pattern in the same D sus4 in that pattern. So down, up, down, up. Do that twice. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we go to a G chord for one strumming pattern, but there's no variations to this, so it's just down, up, down, down, up. And then to end this line, we have a C and a G. And we're just going to strum a down, up for each of those chords. So it'll sound like this. Down, up, down, down. And in total for the first line. Now that first line of chords is played through twice. For our second line of chords, we have our D again with that same variation. And then we're going to go to a B flat, but you can just play a B flat power chord as well if you want to. And I prefer doing that. It's just a bit more comfortable when going to the next chord, which is a C. But you can play the full B bar chord as well if you like. So B flat, and then we go to a C. Each chord is played for a down, up. So down, up, down, down, up. And then we go to our D again. And the last D is just a strum and pause. So all together for the second line tab. And in total for the verse. Moving on to the chorus, and we have 2 lines of chords followed by 1 line of tab. So to start off the chorus, we have 2 Gs for the typical strumming pattern. So down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And then we go to a C chord with a down, down, up, down strumming pattern. And back to the G for a normal strumming pattern. So that in total. For our second line of tab, we go to a B flat. Now we're just going to play this for a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We do that twice for the B flat. And then we go to an E major, an A, And that's all within the strumming pattern down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we finally end with an F chord. And we're gonna strum that and not let it ring out. So just mute it straight after. So in total for the second line of chords, down, up, 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 down. Next we get to our tab. And for this riff, we just have some descending notes from the 5th fret of the 5th string with your ring finger, and then go to the 4th fret and then end on the 3rd fret. Now you don't want to hold those notes out, just play them, and on that last note, just play it and mute it straight after. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the 6th string. And then after that, we go to an E major chord, and we're going to do 6 down strums on this. These are triplets. So an easier way to count them is to pair them into groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. And finally, to end this line of tab, we have our index finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Pluck that twice, and then let go and hit the open 3rd string twice. Then 4th fret of the 4th string, 2nd fret of the 4th string, and those notes all in a row. So in total for the riff, and in total for the chorus. So after the first chorus, we have another verse, and then after that verse, there's the solo section. To start the solo section, we have a B flat, and we're going to play it with this strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're going to do that twice for this B flat. And then for our next strumming pattern, it goes down, 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 up, down, up. And we have a D and a G within that next strumming pattern. So down, 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 up, down, up. After that, we go back to a D and play that for a full strumming pattern. So that down, 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 up, down, up. Now the second line of chords, our B flat's the same as the first line of chords. So we have down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then our last 3 chords are similar to the last 3 chords of that chorus. So we have the E major, A major, and the F, which is just muted after it's strummed. So E, A, F. And after that, there's a line of tab which is similar to what we had in the chorus. So, and then the 6 strums on the E major. And we're gonna end on the A chord. So, and in total for the solo section, and then we have the final verse. And the final verse is similar to the other verses we have. So the first line of chords is exactly the same. For our second line of chords, we just have the D. And then our third line of chords is the B flat, C, and the D. And that last line of chords is just repeated again and again until the end of the song. Alrighty, so now I'm going to teach you how to play the guitar solo. And this all sort of starts at the very end of the first chorus. So we're going to start with our pinky finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And we're going to be playing at the same time as those 6 E major down strums. So we're going to be playing with the same rhythm as well. And we're just going to be hitting that 9th fret of the 3rd string. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then we have a descending run that starts on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Pluck that twice with a down, up. Then do the same on the 5th fret. 4th fret, then 7th fret of the 5th string, and then we end on the 5th fret of the 5th string. So in total. Then our next little lick is pretty simple. It's just the 12th fret of the 3rd string and then 10th fret of the 3rd string. Now that lick starts on the 2 beat, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and after that we're going to hit the 12th fret of the 2nd string and the 13th fret of the 1st string like this, and we're just going to hit that and slide down. And this is played on the end beat after the 2, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Our next little lick is just the 10th fret of the 1st and 2nd string, so you just bar that with your index finger. And this starts on the 2 beat, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you can just slide that down as well. Our next little lick starts up at the 14th fret of the 3rd string, so you'll slide that up from the 12th fret, and this starts on the 3 beat, so 1 and 2 and 3. After you've slid there, we're going to hit that note again, and then 15th fret of the 2nd string, back to the 14th fret of the 3rd, and then back up to the 15th fret of the 2nd. 1 and 2 and 3. For our next lick, let's concentrate on the first 5 notes. So we're going to start on the 13th fret of the 1st string, and then we're going to go down to the 12th fret, but pull off to the 10th fret, and then 13th fret of the 2nd string, and back to the 10th fret of the 1st string. So it'll sound like this. And then for our next chunk, we're going to go 13th fret, 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then we're going to go 10th fret, but hammer on and pull off onto the 11th fret. After that hammer on pull off, we're going to go to the 13th fret of the 3rd string, hit that, and then pull off to the 12th fret and pull off again to the 10th fret. So hammer on, pull off, and then go back to the 12th fret of the 3rd string, and then end on the 12th fret of the 4th string. And that whole lick. For our next bit, we're going to just take our index finger and slide it up to the 10th fret. We can start from the 8th fret if you want, so slide it up, and we're going to start with an up strum on that, so up, and then up, down, and then total. So next we're going to hit the 13th fret of the 2nd string. We're going to bend this up twice, but when you bend, don't release. You'll bend up and then quickly mute it, so bend, bend. But then we're going to hit this again, bend up and then release, and then pull off to the 11th fret. So bend up, release, and then pull off to the 11th fret. And then go back to the 13th fret and back to the 11th. So all together. Then after that we have just a quick 2 notes. So we bend up the 13th fret and then hit the 13th fret of the 1st string. So that's going to be fairly quick, like that. Next we're going to bar that 10th fret for the 1st and 2nd strings together again, and we're going to strum this 4 times with an up, down, up, down. So up, down, mute after that. Then we're going to take our ring finger, bar the 12th fret of the 3rd and 2nd strings. We're going to hit that, and then go to the 10th fret of the 3rd string, hammer on to the 11th, and then this next run's a little quick. It's another hammer on, so 10th to the 11th fret, and then we go 10th fret of the 2nd string. Your index finger is already barred there, so that's easy to access. Then 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then we hit the 10th fret of the 1st string, and then the 10th fret of the 1st and 2nd strings together. So that index finger is barred the whole time for this riff. From those 10th fret strums. Next, we're going to take our ring finger onto the 13th fret of the 2nd string. Have your pinky finger ready on the 13th fret of the 1st string. So you're going to hit that 13th fret, bend up, and then hit the 1st string. We're going to do that twice. And then the 3rd time we bend this note, we're going to bend up and release, pull off, and then go to the 13th fret, 11th fret, similar to what we did before. And then our next two notes are quick again. It's that same 13th fret bend, and then 13th fret of the first string. And in total for that section. Then for our final big run, we're going to start by taking our index finger and barring it on the 11th fret of the first and second strings. We're going to pluck that with an up strum and then slide it up to the 12th fret. And then pluck it another time. So it'll sound like this. After that, we go ring finger on the 15th fret of the second string, 12th fret of the first string, then with our middle finger, 13th fret of the second, but we're going to hit that and slightly bend it up. And then 14th fret of the third string, then 11th fret of the third, and then 14th fret of the fourth string. And that in total. And so far. And then to end this full run, we're going to go back to the 14th fret of the third string, hit that with the staccato, and then do it again. So, Then we're going to go up to the 16th fret of the third string. We're going to bend it up slightly, bend and release, and then pull off to the 14th fret, and then go back to the 16th and end on that 14th. So bend, release, pull off, 16th fret, 14th fret. And that last bit. And that last run. And for the full solo, we have this. So now I'll be playing through the song in its entirety, and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. So feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Sweat. I gotta be cool, I relax, I get hip, I get on my tracks, take the back seat or hitchhike. Take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. A crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get around to it. Are you ready? Crazy little thing called love. 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 Relax, get hip, get on the tracks, take the back seat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike. Crazy little thing called love. I gotta be cool, I relax, I get hip, I get on my tracks, take the back seat or hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. A crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get around to it. Are you ready? Crazy little thing called love. 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 Crazy little thing called love.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. If you want to take your guitar to the next level, then check out Guitar 0 to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. As always, it would mean so much if you could hit that like button, hit subscribe, click the little notification bell as well so that you don't miss out on my updates. Please leave your thoughts, comments, questions, and requests down below, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar 0 to Hero. Cheers.